Good morning, Mary Manning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good.
Well, I've had a really hard week. Do you want to know why?
Why?
I have been on a diet.
What's a diet?
A diet is where you try to eat less food to lose some weight. And you know what it's felt like?
What?
A famine. Do you know what a famine is?
Mm-mm.
You do?
No.
A famine is when there's not a lot of food around. And that's what my diet has felt like. It's been awful. But you know what? Today we're going to hear a story about a real famine in the Bible. You ready to listen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's listen.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi, everyone. All right, get started. What are we doing?
Making peanut butter with celery?
Is this a healthy snack?
Yeah.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Who are we making it for? Look, there's a
Fella.
Fella. That's so sweet. Who is Fella? Mary Manning, does everybody know who Fella is?
He's my little brother.
His real name's not Fella, though, is it? What is his real name?
Fields.
Fields. We're making him a healthy snack because we what?
Love him.
We love him. Do we love him all the time?
No.
Yes, we do. We do love him all the time. Now think about that. Think about that again. Do we love Fella all the time?
Yeah.
Yes, we do love him all the time. Even when he's naughty?
Yeah.
Yes. What happened this morning?
Fella, he was in a bad mood and he threw things at me.
Ah! Does that sound like anybody else's little brother? That's kind of what little brothers do, though, right? They
Yeah.
kind of antagonize their little sisters. But you're still making him a healthy snack?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I love that story. All right. Well, guess what? That's really kind of you. Mm-hmm. I think Jesus would be proud of you to making Fields a healthy afternoon snack, even though we had kind of a tough morning, right?
Right.
Right. Well, that is what our story's about today. I'm going to put this back here, okay? Here, can we put that? So this story is a little similar to what happened to us this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Joseph Helps His Family. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So Joseph had a rough and tumble relationship with his family. Kind of like this morning, we had a little bit of an issue with our brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there was something called a famine in this story. Do you know what a famine is?
It's a person who gives food.
Okay, you're close. A famine means there was no food. It means there is a shortage of food. Okay, so what would you feel like if there was a shortage of food?
Starving!
You would be very hungry. All right, are you ready? Okay. God always watched over Joseph. God spoke to Joseph in dreams, and Joseph used this knowledge to plan ahead. When the famine came, people from all over came to find food for their families because they had heard that Joseph had been saving up for 7 years.
Food.
So that he had just lots and lots of food. Even Joseph's brothers traveled to Egypt to find food. But it had been such a long time since they'd seen each other, the brothers didn't even recognize Joseph. Joseph kept the secret of who he was from his brothers for a while, but soon he couldn't wait any longer. That'd be hard to do, right? Sit and wait, see your brothers and know that they didn't know who you were and just stand there. That'd be hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be hard for me. But soon he couldn't wait any longer, and he finally told him who he was. I'm your brother, Joseph, who you sold to the Egyptian traders. Don't feel bad anymore because God sent me ahead of you so that I could save people, including you. That's amazing. This famine is going to last for many years. So hurry back to our father and tell him that I'm safe. I want you to bring your families and your children and all of your sheep and goats to live near me. Once Joseph's brothers saw who he was, they all hugged each other and cried. They jumped up and down with relief and joy. Joseph and his brothers talked and talked. The brothers talked from the time the sun came up till the time the sun went down. When the Pharaoh heard that Joseph's brothers had come, he told Joseph, "Tell them to get everyone in your family. I will give them the best land in Egypt to call their own." Joseph gave his brothers wagons, food, and new clothes, and they went back to their father and told him the good news. What do you think about that story? So even though Joseph's brothers had done something that was very, very wrong and hurtful to Joseph, did he still help them?
Yes.
He did. And even though we had kind of a rough morning with our baby brother, did we still make him a healthy snack?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that's important to remember. Sometimes people that you love, sometimes people that are close to you make mistakes, right?
Right.
But our love stays with us.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, well, we are going to do an activity that has to do with our families today. And all you need is some paper and some markers.
So all you need is some markers and a piece of paper.
That's right. And what are we doing?
Drawing my family.
Okay, go for it. I have a question. Do you think that Joseph's brother do you think they were kind of nervous when they came to Joseph? Because do you remember what it said that Joseph's brothers did? They did something that was not very what?
Friendly.
It was not very friendly. And I would be worried that Joseph would be mad at me. Wouldn't you be worried he'd be mad at me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be worried. But Joseph surprised them. What did he say?
I forgot.
You forgot. Well, did he give him food in the famine?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was worried about them. They were his brothers and he loved them, right?
Right.
Yes. All right, I have another question. Who always watched over Joseph in this story? Do you remember?
His mother and his father.
His mother and his father. But think about a person that watches over all of us all the time. God. And he told them that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who came and asked, all right, listen, are you ready?
Yes.
Who was it that came and asked him for food?
His brothers.
Very good. All right. Well, what did Joseph do about it? What did he do when he asked?
He gave them food.
He gave them food. So even though there had been some discord and they had had a disagreement and they had done something not very great with Joseph, Joseph loved them, right? And he forgave them for what he had done. Do you forgive Fields for this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Okay. What would you do if someone hurt you but they needed food to live? Would you give them that food?
Yeah.
You would?
Mhm.
All right. Well, good. I would too. All right. You want to show everybody the picture of your family you drew? Do you love those people in that picture?
Mhm.
So if any of those people hurt you, would you still help them and take care of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because you have a good heart. I love you.
Love you, Mama.
All right. I hope y'all have fun drawing a picture of your family. Bye, guys.
Well, Mary Manning, do you know something about that story of Joseph and his brothers?
Uh-huh.
Well, when Joseph's brothers showed up to get food because they were in a famine, and they recognized who Joseph was, Joseph said to them, "What you meant for something mean, God meant for something good." That sometimes God uses us even when other people feel down about us, which is kind of amazing, you know?
Yeah.
And it was his own family because he couldn't stop loving his family. Let me see that picture you have there. Who all's in that picture?
My dad, my mommy, me, and my little brother.
Yep. Well, by way of our baptism, we are entered into a much bigger family of God, which means everyone in our family is worth feeding even when we're mad with them. And you know what? That's kind of hard sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you know what? That's why every Sunday we eat and we drink of Christ's body and blood together to remind us that we're supposed to eat and drink together even when we don't always get along. Right? Yeah, that's right. So this week, even if you're mad with your family, maybe you all can sit down at night and have at least one meal together to remember that God loves all of us even when we don't all love each other. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.